Well, hang on. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Weathertex Wednesday. Thanks for everyone for joining and registering. Today, we're joined by Lauren Treloar, Colour and Design Manager at Dulux. And Lauren and a partner in crime, which I'll get Lauren to introduce you soon, will discuss the Dulux Colour Forecast that's just been put out and just recently launched, and provide you some insights into themes and influences and some colour directions to hopefully inspire residential and commercial designs in 2026. Before I hand over to Lauren, just remember this is you get one informal CPD point, which will be sent to you post the session, and we aim for 30 minutes. This one may go over slightly 30 minutes, but it's going to be very informative and a great subject. So, Lauren, over to yourself.
Thank you so much, Jason, and good afternoon, everybody. As mentioned, my name is Lauren Treloar, and I'm the Colour and Design Manager at Dulux. And I also have Lily Holt here as well, who is our Dulux Colour Marketing Lead, who'll be joining the presentation as well. Now, I'm just going to share the presentation, so just bear with me for one moment. Okay, and I might just get Jason, can I just get an okay that you guys can see this?
Yeah, beautiful. All good.
Wonderful. Okay, let's get into it. So again, thank you so much for joining us. We're really excited to share this year's colour forecast, and it really does showcase or reflect a growing need for warmth, calm, and a reconnection for both ourselves, each other, and with nature. In a time of uncertainty, marked by economic pressures and our growing reliance on digital connection, many are actually turning inwardly, looking for refuge and renewal. This feeling drives a strong shift towards comforting and nurturing colours that foster positivity, well-being, and a secure haven. Now, part of our research into the Dulux Colour Forecast, we closely collaborate with international brands, attend design shows, and of course, global events such as Milan Design Week. We also draw from customized trend research, and we access insights via our Dulux Global Network and work really closely with the Colour Marketing Group, Colour Hive, and also analyse many different key reports to ensure that our forecast is really reflects what is required for the Australian market. Now, I'd like to introduce you to our 3 palettes for Dulux Colour Forecast. Now, let's see if we go through here. Oh, so there we go. So this year, I would like to share with you our 3 palettes, which is Elemental, which is a calm, grounded counterbalance to the overwhelm of modern life. We also have Evoke. Evoke celebrates the resurgence of maximalism and individual style. And then we finish on a beautiful Ethereal, which really does invite a beautiful soft form of escapism and creates a very playful and whimsical space. Now, our first palette that we're going to share with you is Elemental. So beautiful Dulux Elemental is a tonal and grounded palette built around warm whites and neutrals. These colour bring stillness and structure, whilst darker tones add depth and dimension to the colourways. The result is timeless, cohesive, and feels quietly confident. Dulux Elemental reflects a desire for thoughtful consumption and balanced living. It's not about having less for the sake of it, but making room for what really does truly matter. Now, as we go through this, you'll notice that we've brought to life each of the trends here. Now, this is our Elemental mood board. And as you can see here from the imagery that we've utilised, Elemental is very structured. However, it is still timeless, and it does create this beautiful, soothing space as well. I'm just going to pull out a few things on the mood board here that I wanted to share with you. The first one is from a brand called Aesop, which I'm sure many of you are very familiar with. And you can see that just up here in the top left-hand corner. Now, Aesop created a very pared back installation at Milan Design Week. And what they actually created was this beautiful space that involved a series of meditative interactions. So as you arrived into the installation, you were greeted with a beautiful scent as you walk through, and you created this beautiful restorative cleansing of the hands in these beautiful elevated basins. As you can see from the image, the colours were tonal and quiet, and they allowed for this beautiful, I guess, respite from the outside, because Milan Design Week is very, very busy. And it really gave you that sense of that overall feeling of simplicity and architectural calmness. One of the other things that I did just want to call out, and you can see from all of the imagery that's utilised, is you can just see how much elaborate dining settings are making a return. So there's some beautiful images that have been utilised here from Demore, Artemis, and also El Decor, where you can actually see that these beautiful dining spaces almost feel quite theatrical in the way that they've been created. Now, looking at our beautiful colourways that are being brought to life in this palette. So as mentioned, Dulux Elemental is tonal and a grounded palette. It has beautiful rich warm whites and neutrals. You'll see beautiful colours such as Dulux Blended Cream and also very popular Dulux Hog Bristle.
Lauren, there's one question. It's just a question from one of the audience. Is these colours instigated initially or primarily from Milan Fair that you went to, or from a whole host of different places?
It's from a host of different places, Jason. So we do draw all of our research from different parts. We attend many different forums, and Milan is probably our final piece of the puzzle that really does solidify, I guess, some of the repetition of colorways that we do see throughout.
Cool. Okay, thank you.
No worries. So as I was just talking there, this palette is all around beautiful warm whites. We do have some accented caramels also being utilised. So we have Dulux Caramel Sundae and also some burnished red colours coming through as well that you can see. We have also pulled out a key colour, which is Dulux Caramel Sundae. This colour is a beautiful mid-tone warm tan with a slightly red undertone. And we're really expecting to see this colour grow in fashion and also home decor. How it looks. So again, here, this is looking at all of some beautiful imagery to bring to life this trend. And there's just one thing, because I'm just conscious of time here, that I did just want to highlight. And the first one is Henry Timmy. Sorry, I do have a bit of a tickle in my throat. Henry Timmy is a artistic manufacturing brand from Italy, and is known for its beautiful minimalistic design. And during Design Week, Henry Timmy actually showcased an incredible art interior project. And this included a guest apartment featuring beautiful raw travertine surfaces, and that it complemented a beautiful warm colour palette as well. It also had a very unconventional kitchen layout, but that actually added to the dramatic appeal of this installation. Now looking at our images of how this has been brought to life. So this was a beautiful entrance at a rural property down in Melbourne. And here we've utilised Dulux Caramel Sundae on the walls and also Dulux Condiment along the beams. As you can see, this really does create a beautiful warmth as you would enter the home. We've also utilised some really beautiful styling in this shot too, working with Bree Banfield and Lisa Cohen on the image suite. Here we've created some beautiful metal coffee tables by SBW, and they work so seamlessly in this beautiful space. Again, showcasing how these colours can be used in a beautiful residential space. So here we have utilised in a hallway, and I really love seeing this colour here. So we've got Dulux Puddle, and it's been paired beautifully with this silver greige, which is Dulux Clear Concrete. Such a harmonious duo. Both of these colors work so beautifully together. And we've added a touch of chrome with that beautiful floor lamp from Jordan Fleming. Again, these are some other shots here just to bring to life the palette, but I really love the way that we've leaned into the beautiful architecture of this home. Seeing the beautiful garden creeping in from the bottom there really helps accentuate the beautiful colors that we've utilized. And again, that beautiful Dulux caramel that you can see coming through, through this palette. Here we've gone for a contrasting color scheme. And what you can really see here is just how much, how warm and complex this palette really is. So here we've got beautiful Dulux Reckless Grey. Oh, sorry. We've got Dulux Puddle and also Dulux Ticking. And what I really love about this is just how contrasting the colors are. And they are so beautiful the way that they work together. And by having the darker color on that feature wall, it really draws your eye to that beautiful surface there. Now looking at the scheme, so I like to think of this as almost like the cheat sheet. So when we create a palette, these are all the different schemes and colorways that you can actually use for color forecast. So here we've created some schemes that you may want to use within a home or a project, and you can really see just how you can use all of these colors together. And we've done this on all of the palettes that we've created, just I guess to create a nice little shortcut when people are looking for color advice. Now moving on to our second beautiful palette, which is Evoke. So Evoke, it's rooted in beautiful vintage aesthetics. It embraces imperfections and cherishes treasures. It blends elements of past and future to create a fresh and eclectic style. We see here a conscious shift towards circular design and sustainability and the reuse of materials. Now going into how this incredible palette comes to life.
Lauren, one question.
Sure.
Do you still generally recommend white ceilings when using colors for walls and feature walls?
Good question. And we will actually get to that because I'm sure many are quite familiar. We are seeing quite a big return, I should say, to color drenching. So, and I will go into that, but a little tip here. The reason I think color drenching is such a great way to show color is that it actually immerses you completely in the space. When you have a white ceiling, that actually draws your eye straight up to the white. So by actually having the same color utilized in the space, it allows your eye to focus on everything that is more at eye level. So we are seeing color drenching definitely increase in popularity. However, you know, feature walls are still quite popular as well, but definitely color drenching isn't going anywhere. And we do have a couple of great examples to show you of that as well. And thank you, Jason. That gave me a chance to clear my throat as well with that question. So thank you.
Another while you're clearing your throat again. Color drenching. The question is, can you give a definition? They haven't heard that word before. What does that actually mean?
Sure. So color drenching is where we see a color that has been utilized basically the whole way through the room. So right. You'll see it on the walls, you'll see it on the ceilings and also on the trims. You'll also start to see it within styling as well. But when we talk about color drenching, it's all of the surfaces color in the same way. And I'll show you a few examples to bring that to life.
Thanks. I hope that answers your question, Walter.
Okay, so now just talking about Evoke and how this this trend looks. So there's a couple of things that I just wanted to talk to you on this, but you can just see how eclectic this beautiful palette is. Now, the first one that I wanted to chat to is Demore. And hopefully you can see that just here. I might just, would you mind just give me a little bit of hot water? Sorry, yeah, of course. The kitchen's just down there. Thank you. So Demore, I'm just going to set the scene for you. With Demore, a phone rings without answer. A bathtub would overflow. We hear smashed china, going across the dining room. These are all of the immersive aspects that would come to life in this beautiful installation. The reason why it was so powerful is that you would never actually know what was going to happen in this beautiful space. It really was a great collaboration between D'Amore Studio for Loro Piano. And this was something very different that they created this year. And what I really, really loved in this space was just all of the materiality that you can sort of see. So from the carpet through to the sofa and also the walls. Now looking at our colorways here. So as mentioned, the colors in the Dulux Evoke really lean into the rich and comforting tones. We're seeing beautiful colors that create depth and character and warmth. We see blush pinks like Dulux Baked Clay and beautiful burnt orange colors coming in as well. Thank you so much. We are also expecting to see this beautiful Dulux Germania, which is a color right here, which will become very, very popular. This is a versatile color and can pair really beautifully with colors like Misty Grape and also that beautiful Wink, which is sitting right next to it too. Now getting into how it looks. So again, it's all about tactility and materials for this beautiful palette. You can see here, there is a beautiful sofa that you can actually see down the bottom here. This is by Edra, which might be a brand that some may be familiar with. And Edra are really known for their type of fabrics that they utilize for their furniture. And this was actually, it was a shimmering material. And what I really loved about this is that it actually changed it at every aspect. So no matter where you were standing, you would have a different view of this beautiful material and it would reflect beautifully. Looking at our images, and this is where I think it was Walter was just asking about, I guess, the different types of colors and with ceilings. These are some examples here that you'll start to see coming through. And what I really love about this is just the mood that it really does create. So here we've obviously got this beautiful chocolate color that has been utilized. And then also we've paired it with, I can't actually see what we've paired it with. Let me just minimize that. And we've paired it with, of course, Dulux Aqua as well. And what I really love is the contrast with the styling that we've utilized in this beautiful space. Now looking to color drenching. So these are some great examples of color drenching that you can see. And, you know, the first image there really does show that beautiful sunny backdrop. And then we've utilized some real beautiful berry tones in the bed linen. And even the teal that has been used in the carpet there has created, just adds to, I guess, the immersive experience that we're creating. The second image is another example, I guess, of utilizing baked clay. And what I really love with baked clay is using some contrasting color. So we've actually paired it here with Dulux Misty Grape, and you can just see that slither on the stairwell right there. And that just adds a bit of interest into this space. The final image is just another angle of that beautiful misty grape and deep aqua. And you can just really see how decadent this beautiful palette really is. Again, here we go, color drenching. So as you would imagine, if that ceiling had have been white at the top, your eye would go straight to that point. So by actually having this whole room utilizing beautiful Dulux Misty Grape, it actually allows your eye to stay quite focused to that beautiful furniture and draws your eye, I guess, also to where you're spending a lot of money in a room, which is, of course, the furniture and the design aspects of the styling. So we really are seeing a big trend towards color drenching. Again, our schemes. So whilst all these colors can be utilized together from this palette, this is our shortcut. So if you're looking to, I guess, introduce some of these colors, here we've created some beautiful schemes that can really work beautifully together. Okay, now moving on to our final palette, which is ethereal. Very conscious of time here, so I'm going to whip through it for you, but this is my personal favorite. So Dulux Ethereal offers a gentle and uplifting refuge. It's a palette inspired by nature, grounded in hope, and designed for emotional restoration. In a world marked by uncertainty, it responds a collective need to pause, reconnect, and appreciate the soothing pace and subtle beauty found in everyday natural surroundings. So let's get into it. So ethereal, oh, it's beautiful. So as you can see here, you can really see how delicate this beautiful trend is. And there's a few things that I'll just call out. The first one is in the top left-hand corner, and this was called The Power of Tenderness. And we saw this at the Rosanna Alandi Gallery. And what I really love about this is just how they've utilized this beautiful drapery, and it just adds that dimension into the space. And what this was actually, and I love this one line, what it had, the way that they described it is an invitation to softness in our interiors through poetry of design. So I just really love how that, I guess, brings to life that incredible installation. The last one, which I'll just call out, and you'll notice that there are a few images here from Muto. So Muto is also a brand that some may be familiar with. And their installation was all around the changing of seasons. And what I really loved about this was, I guess, the story behind the changing of seasons. So weaving together light, color, form, and texture, and of course, scent, this exhibition actually reflects the feeling of all of the changing of seasons. Each room offers a distinct experience, from that beautiful energetic warmth to a sense of refreshing renewal. It provides a welcoming chance to pause, reflect, and reconnect with the natural rhythms that shape our experiences. So I think what you can really see from this palette is just the way how it feels very soft and delicate, but we are leaning into, I guess, nature as well. So looking at, again, some of the beautiful Dulux colors that have been utilized for this palette. And as you can see, we do have here a very refined blend of soft and mid-tone hues. We have beautiful greens, mauves, and blush pinks that both feel very joyful and restorative. We have a beautiful vintage rose, warm buttercreams, and also gentle pastels. But in saying that, we also have some very romantic hues that have been added, like Dulux Savin, different pink, and also mask. And that really does bring, I guess, to life some of these beautiful, very subtle pastels. We're also expecting to see Dulux Tiamo, which is a color right about here. There we go. Which we're expecting to become quite popular. And we think that this beautiful color can be used in many different applications, in particular in living spaces and bedrooms. And again, it's a beautiful color that can be utilized on ceilings and walls to really create that color drenching moment as well. So how it looks. The materials that really bring to life this incredible palette are just as considered. We're seeing reflective surfaces like glass and chrome, and they really do add this beautiful glow to any of the spaces that we have seen. We're also seeing sandblasted and texturized finishes really come into this trend as well, and also light colored timbers, so from soft oak to also bleach variations. Plush fabrics also remain very popular, and we're also starting to see a return of some of these beautiful botanic patterns and textures starting to come through as well. Just a couple things that I will call out on this page. The first one, I might just, due to time, actually just talk to one. The first one that I'll just mention is the Hermes. So that's the top left-hand corner. So Hermes presented their new 2025 home collection, and it was a very minimalistic and whimsical space that they created. It was actually all stark white, and there were suspended boxes that actually served as pedestals, but what they had underneath it were these incredible halos on the floor that actually was utilized as a way to navigate throughout the exhibition. It was really, really incredible. Now getting into our images here. So again, this is more of a tonal example of color drenching, where you can actually just see the shift here. So we've utilized Dulux Different Pink and also Dulux Savin on this. But what I really love is the way that we've utilized some of the drapery to really lean into the romantic and whimsical aspect of this trend. And the other thing that I really love is having the color behind the artwork. It's so powerful. It really does draw your eye to that beautiful piece that we can see right here. Now here you can really see how we've utilized color to celebrate the architecture and the curves. So the first image, we've used Dulux Silver Thor, which is a very elegant and soft color. It's actually it's almost like a brown based, almost silver neutral, if you like. And it works beautifully here to really celebrate the sculptural pieces of the styling. The second image that we have here, we've utilized Dulux Lilium 2 and also one of our most popular colors, which is Dulux Natural White. And again, we're really leaning into utilizing color here to celebrate all of the architectural features and to help celebrate this trend. The last image is probably one of my favorites. I think this is a little bit of fun. And what you can see here is we've used Dulux Kindness on the ceiling, and we've actually brought the color down onto the wall a little bit. And the reason why we've done that is just to add a little bit of further interest and to also, I guess, create this beautiful immersive experience and paired it with Dulux Aroma as well. Our final image here is the key color that I mentioned, being Dulux Tiamo. And what I really love about this is just how dreamy and soothing this beautiful color is. And I think with nature just beaming in from the outside, it really does celebrate these beautiful greens that you can see here on the wall. And you can just see how fun and playful the furniture has been in this space. And it does really play on this whimsical, I guess, the lean in on the whimsical part of the trend. And we've utilized the beautiful Goma chair by Zanotta there, and also this incredible lamp that you can just see off to the left there, which was created by Amy Varakis.
Lauren, a question about, do these colors differ across residential and commercial interiors, or are you seeing it very similar across both sectors?
No, we see them across both. So we see, I guess we see them used a bit more within commercial spaces, but we definitely are seeing all of these beautiful colors definitely start to be embraced in residential projects as well.
Sure. And another question is, obviously everything we're talking about is interior.
Yeah.
Are they being promoted for exterior is the question as well?
So this forecast is all for around interior.
Right.
We do see that I guess it's easier to change color in interior applications. And that's where people are a bit more, I guess, experimental on color application as well. We do see some exterior color, I guess, in more of our most loved ranges. And people, I guess, are more willing to add color through front doors and those typical type of places as well.
Okay, thank you.
Now, just finishing up, nearly all from me is just the schemes. So as I have mentioned, this is the cheat sheet here. And we do have all this information on our websites as well. But this is a really quick and easy way to help navigate some of the color conversations that you may have, and just to help provide any guidance. But all of these colors in each of these palettes can be used within each other. But these are just some quick shortcut ways, I guess, that you can bring the colors to life in projects. And then just finishing up here, and then I'll hand it back over to Jason. Of course, we support with Dulux Colour Forecast. As I mentioned, all the information is on our website. And we have, amazing color advice via live chat, and can also arrange for samples of all these beautiful colors. And like all of our Dulux colors, the Dulux colour forecast are available to be pre-finished on Weathertex products with a 10-year warranty through our Dulux accredited industrial applicators. And that people can also find out more information, of course, with the team at Weathertex or from Dulux. So hopefully that has given you a overview of the Dulux Colour Forecast. There we go.
Yeah,
see you all
very
again.
beautiful.
And we're
Question.
right on time, which is
beautiful.
great.
Thank you very much. One question. Do you see the trends evolving beyond 2026, and is there a link of the importance of sustainability and well-being shaping the design and colour trends?
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually do, we review colour trends every year. And look, we don't see a huge shift. It's an evolution. So we always find that there are slight changes, which is what we see throughout colour forecasting. And just in regards to your question there about sustainability and well-being, we're absolutely seeing that coming through all the trends that we're seeing. A lot of designers, especially overseas, you know, they really do look for sustainable ways to create all of their incredible installations and also all their materials. There were quite a few examples, actually, I just didn't go through them all, where they look to, I guess, reproduce and how they reuse a lot of the materials to create new design, which is incredible.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Great insight. And like you said at the end, if anyone wants to get onto your website and get any more samples, etc., do so. And thank you very much for joining us, Lauren. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. Any questions, please reach out to the Dulux or Weathertex team. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you next time.